His howl of pain came up empty, at a loss for breath. He knew one of his lungs had collapsed.
"Ceramic knife,"
the biker taunted him.
"Ain't that a bitch?"
The redhead stepped in front of Jung and placed her hand over his chest. Each crackle of electricity between her fingertips made his heart skip a beat. Behind her, the barefoot man observed with dispassionate calm. "You know you can't win," he said to Jung, "but you can decide how you'll die, quickly or slowly." To the redhead, he said simply, "Fiona?" She jolted Jung's chest for a split second. A sound like the ocean roared in his ears. His skull felt as if it had ballooned to twice its size. His vision turned purple, and then he struggled to see through a swarm of slow-moving violet spots. "That's the quick way," said the barefoot man. He nodded to the biker, who gave the knife in Jung's back a tiny but excruciating twist. A cry of agony lay trapped in Jung's aching chest. "That's the slow way." The trio's leader took a pack of cigarettes and a lighter from his back pants pocket, fished out one cigarette and lit it. "So, if you'd like to end this right now, all you have to do is tell me if the called gave the girl any other sentinels." Struggling for air, Jung gasped, "I don't know." The questioner lowered his square chin and narrowed his eyes. "Don't lie to me, Jung. We know who you're guarding. The one who can see the bridge." Fiona stepped aside, and the barefoot man stepped forward. Jung looked up and met his feral stare. The punch hit Jung's face like a burning sledgehammer. His cheek prickled with heat where the blow had fallen. The stench of his burnt goatee was sharp in the cool fall air. "Let's try again." The barefoot man wiped Jung's blood from his knuckles by dragging them across the front of Jung's hoodie. "Are you her only sentinel?" Heroism would bring Jung neither glory nor a reward, but cowardice would inflict untold suffering on more souls than he could imagine. His survival was no longer important. Defending his charge was all that mattered now. He twisted and pushed himself back onto the knife that was still stuck between his ribs. The biker lost his balance for a fraction of a second, long enough for Jung to get his hand on the man's holstered pistol and pull the trigger. The shot cracked like thunder underfoot, and the biker let go of Jung's neck. The knife slid free of Jung's ribs, and the pistol cleared its holster as the biker stumbled backward with a bullet in his foot. Jung snapped off a shot at the redhead, just as she lit him up with a burst of blue forked lightning from her hand. His vision whited out with pain and shock. Clarity returned in a blink. He was on his knees, with a smoking scar on his chest and a painful ringing in his ears. The redhead lay slain by the gruesome gunshot wound in her throat. 3 blurs raced toward Jung. He'd have time to shoot only one. A calm, quiet voice in his heart told him where to aim. He fired at the center target. The blurs vanished. All that remained was the biker, staggering backward, hands pawing helplessly at his bloodied chest. His lifeless eyes were still wide with shock as he collapsed on the gravel-covered rooftop. A hand snared Jung's left wrist in a searing, vice-like grip. Under the sleeve of his hoodie, the hairs on Jung's forearm crisped and shriveled, and his flesh cooked on the bone. The pistol tumbled from Jung's grasp. The barefoot man kicked it away across the shadowy rooftop as he tightened his grip on Jung's arm. The sentinel bit down on his cry of agony, shifted his weight, and tried to throw his attacker. Instead, the enemy seeker let go of Jung's arm, changed his stance, and caught Jung with a jumping kick to the head. Jung fell semi-conscious on the gravel. Where the kick had caught his face, a vicious burn began to blister. He shook his head and fought against the pain as he wobbled to his feet. Barely able to breathe and beginning to slip into shock, Jung knew he had little chance of stopping a seeker whose touch could burn flesh. You're not the one.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.